guys, Bernetta Sandler here from MeetAdvisors.com, and I'm joined with Reham Fagiri, founder of AptDeco. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Yeah, we're here joined at Neo Studio, so thank you, Neo, for allowing us to use your space here in New York City. But I want to jump right in and ask you, what is AptDeco? What do you guys do?
Sure, AptDeco is a used furniture marketplace. We take care of the pickup and delivery transactions, the whole sort of gamut.
So all the annoying stuff that you have to do when selling your things.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And why did you start this company?
Out of actually my own frustration.
Okay.
So I was finishing
solving
business
a problem.
School. Yeah. I was finishing business school in Philadelphia, and in the process of trying to sell my furniture on other sites that will remain nameless, it was really painful. So I wanted to do something about it, and that's how it started.
And who is your target market, or at least who do you see purchasing the products on your website and just using your services in a whole?
Sure. So it's actually for anyone.
Okay.
Our initial target right now is the folks who will buy or sell used furniture. But we see this as a service that anyone could use. So in general, people move so much in the US that whenever you're moving, you have the need to sell some furniture.
Right.
And there's an awesome opportunity to also buy some really unique stuff.
Do you see a spike in sales, let's say, for example, around August when students are moving, or that's usually when a lease is up and your new one is starting?
Sure. So it's actually correlated with the moving seasons.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the August, September, October, November, there's a huge uptick.
What makes AptDeco different from other maybe similar companies, from your competition? What makes you different?
We're actually the only peer-to-peer company marketplace. So we facilitate the buying and selling of furniture, but we don't store the furniture.
Okay.
Our fees are much lower, so we charge 14 to 19% versus all our other competitors, which are all around the same size as us. They are consignment models. So which means that they will pick it up from you, put it in storage until they sell it, and they'll charge you 50 to 70% of the sale price.
So are you then only picking it up when the product has sold? It just needs to go to that next location?
Exactly.
You'll pick it up, bring it to that next location?
Absolutely.
All right, great. And what drove you to become an entrepreneur instead of, well, first of all, what's your background? Did you work in the corporate world and then you saw this problem, or did you always kind of?
So my background, I'm an engineer.
Okay.
And I worked in the tech industry, financial tech industry for a long time. And I was always curious. I actually started a nonprofit when I was working crazy hours in my corporate job. And when I went to business school, I was just curious. I always had that sort of innate curiosity. Also, I come from a family of entrepreneurs, so a lot of my aunts and uncles, my father is also an entrepreneur, so
it's in your blood.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you've won some amazing awards, and your most recent one has to do with women in leadership.
Sure.
Can you kind of give our audience a little bit of insight on what that was and kind of how you received it?
Sure. I wouldn't call them awards per se, but I was a part of
recognition.
Yeah. So when I was working, I worked at Goldman Sachs,
and
when I was working at Goldman, I was part of this very select initiative for like top achieving women to help them accelerate through the ranks, I guess, which was fun, and I got a lot of experience. I met some amazing, powerful women throughout the process, which was exciting. We recently finished also an incubator that was really exciting too, Y Combinator. That was great for our company in general.
So when you first started your company, what are some of it doesn't necessarily have to be when you first started it, but just growing the company in general, what are some of the challenges that you faced growing the company?
It's a great question. I mean, we face challenges every day. I'll list a couple.
Okay.
One, just the innate thing with buying secondhand furniture is the sketchiness factor. So people just sort of think that it's very sketchy to buy secondhand furniture. So this is something that's a challenge that we actually face to this day. One thing that we're doing to overcome it is building the sense of community. So when you go on our site, you're not buying just a piece of furniture, you're buying the story behind it. You know who the person you're buying, you see their pictures, you see why they're selling it, you also see their home, how they've lived in it. Sort of the storytelling is very important. That's something that we've learned. So it's a challenge and we're still working towards that. Another one, it's just logistics in general. Moving couches is very different than moving a couple of boxes. So we are always trying to learn how to do this better, and we've built a lot of technology actually to help us figure that out. So it's a challenge that we are in the midst of overcoming.
So what is next for AptDeco? What's kind of, what do you see in the future? What's next for you guys?
So for us, it's really about making the exchange of home decor easy for everyone. So this goes beyond used furniture. It's even furniture in general. So think about today, when you're going to buy when you're like moving to a new apartment and you're trying to buy some furniture, you are gonna go to so many different stores. We think that we can make this better because you can just come to our site and you have one place to shop for everything, used and brand new.
If you can look back at when you first started, it's going to be a two-part question.
Sure.
At first, when you first started your career in general, what advice would you give yourself back then? Or what is something that you wish an advice that you wish you would have gotten back then? And then also when you started this company and started your entrepreneurial career, what advice you wish you received from someone?
These are both great questions. Let's see. What advice would I wish I'd gotten when I first started my career? Just go for it. I think I probably would have started something way sooner had I was like, I need to get so much more experience and like learn X and learn Y. So that's the advice that I wish I had gotten. When I started my business, I would say, don't overthink it. Just try a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of things that you do wrong, and then there's some things that are going to work. So, for example, I think I was obsessing over like how the site should look for so long. Just build something. Yeah. See how people react to it, and then. And you could always mold it. Exactly.
And where can people? So, what's your website? Where can people find out more about you? Purchase products and etc.
It's AptDeco.com. AptDeco.com.
Easy enough?
Yeah.
Well, please check out their website and check out Meet Advisors for more videos and blogs. Thank you.